What I want to work on today is retreating footwork, or a retreating footwork drill. Now if you notice, you'll see on the floor, hopefully you can see it clearly, that I have rulers actually set up, one going straight down the middle, of course representing our center line, and then we have two coming off at about a 45-degree angle. And this is the reason I like this, I've been using this quite a bit lately in our classes, is it gives you a perspective of the angle in which you want to retreat. We've said this before, and that is, you want to make sure when you are moving away from an opponent that you're not just always going straight back. Now, I'm one of those people, there are some people say you never go straight back. I don't believe that. I think the main thing is that you just can't be predictable. So I want basically 3 exit outs. One, of course, is straight back. Another one is going to be a sharp turn, 45-degree exit to the left. Or sharp turn, 45-degree exit to the right. Now the reason I like to have these rulers is because it gives me a perspective of whether or not I'm going in that proper angle. And again, if we talk about relationship to a clock, my front foot is in the middle of that clock. My right foot is on the 5. So if my right foot's on the 5, when I want to exit left, in other words, exit stage left, I'm going to do a slide step. So my foot's going to go basically from the 5, this would be the 6, which is in line, to the 7. In one motion. Now, I don't turn, pause, step. No different than when I step straight backwards. The difference is, all I'm doing is sliding the foot back and pushing at the same time. Now, when I work this footwork drill, I like 2 steps. Make sure I get plenty of distance away from my opponent, and to make sure that I maintain balance as I exit. So let's talk about this in context of fighting. Guys coming at you, or you want to disengage. Instead of going straight back, we're going to slide step to the left, slide step, and out. Things to watch and be careful for. Making sure, again, we don't pause and then step. The reason I like to have that 45, I want you to go down, put these on the floor so you reference it. So I'm not taking too big a step over. I'm not going to a 90. I'm taking that angle out, but I'm still predominantly exiting. I'm still going backwards. I'm mainly gaining distance from my opponent. I'm not trying to sidestep them. I'm trying to get away. Another thing, common mistake here, is that we step, and then as we readjust this foot, we come back, we do a foot to foot. And then back foot to foot, which means we never actually hit balance. Now, are there times where I need to really get out of dodge and maybe need that foot to foot? Sure. But what I want you to focus on here is I want you focusing on maintaining balance. In other words, when I slide step, I step back. So yeah, at that one particular moment, my balance is too deep. But in a very short position, I'm sliding back to balance. Then I'm stepping and sliding back to balance. So in a very short period of time, as I exit, I'm a little too deep in my balance. But you know, we have to step. So be aware of that. Not slide step foot to foot, but to make sure that when I take that step, it's balance, balance. I'm always in a position to fire. And again, looking down, referencing that ruler to make sure the angle is here. So I don't continue to focus on my opponent here. As soon as I change angles, my opponent and my focus is here. Now even my opponent hasn't moved, but I'm now at that angle of him, facing him. So, again, as we do this drill, moving either right or left, it's out, balance. Out, balance. Okay, working.